So because it is part 50 and something kind of special, what I'm thinking of doing is, now that the part's over, I'm going to be opening up the Fate Holo Ataraxia Vita special edition, and I would like to actually take a look at that figure of Avenger that it comes with, so let's open it up. Alright, so let's take a look at this bad boy. Now, again, I got this for Christmas, and the reason that I got this was because the PS Vita version has an exclusive minigame that is not on the PC version, though it's no longer exclusive because I think you can just download it as a separate app, but I kind of want to do, because it's like touch-based, I think, on the app, I kind of want to do it on the console to see what it's like, called Capsule Servants. So let's open this up and take a look-see. Well, let's flip it down sideways here so that we can, take a look inside. So, first off we have, so this is a box cover for, like, you can put then both Stay Night and Holo Ataraxia into, like, one PSP box. Now, I don't have Stay Night for the Vita. Sorry, I said PSP again. I don't have it for the Vita, so I can't make a double box, but that's okay. Kind of cool. So then we have the art book for Capsule Servants, which, wow, that is surprisingly thick, and I will look at that after I actually play the Capsule Servants minigame. We also have the Hanafuda material for the Hanafuda minigame, which is on the PC version, but I think it requires a download code for the Vita version, because it's normally not in the game, and then it was added in as like a pre-order bonus. So we have the actual game itself here, Holo Ataraxia. It comes with a little advertisement for Grand Order, which is hilarious. I'm gonna just take a look to make sure that it has the download code that I think of. Does it have the download code in here? Because if so, I don't want to actually show it on camera, because it said that it includes the download code, but I don't see it here, so maybe not, but that's okay, because I don't need the Hanafuda game. Actually, so it does come with this here, which if you look inside, so I have that. I don't have that one, but I have figures of her. Broken Knight Hollow World, don't have that. I have stuff from the Stay Night Cafe, so I do have that. I don't have Stay Night itself on the Vita itself, but obviously I own the original. Stay Night, I think it's, I don't know what that's for. Ban Presto. Oh, a PC download of the original version? Okay. Let's see what's on the back here. I own that. CC Foxtail. Oh yeah, because Foxtail's a manga that goes off of, like, the end of Tamamo's route. Stay Night manga, interesting. We got some novels here, I think. Prototype, extra. I don't know what that is, but it has some Tsukihime characters. And is that... It's by the Guda Guda artist, but I don't know what that exactly is. Holo Ataraxia, the manga? Interesting. And then Apocrypha. Wow, there's a lot of different things there. But alright, let's take a look at the boy. He is Avenger from Katakawa Games. So it's a Nendoroid mini, if I'm correct. Cute to look at, fun to play with, and great to collect Nendoroids. I mean, it is until you start looking at the pricing. Oof. Because this was used, it is already opened, but hey, it's like whatever. It's in here, and that's the important thing. Oh god, Mini is minier than I thought. Wow, you are tiny. You are so small. Wait, this hasn't been opened, because look, it's like sealed. Wow, that is smaller than I thought. Well, let's get the base open. Oh, I smacked the box. Base open. Put you right there for now. Yeah, I guess this guy never opened this up, which is fair, because I know a lot of people who are not fans of opening up what they're given. Oh, this about fits the Siegfried gotcha figure I got in Japan, so that will work, right? Peh. I hate using my teeth for these, but it's the best way. Okay, we got a little dagger. You can't see, so let's move the camera down. I got a little tripod for my phone, so that's what I'm using here. Apologize for the audio not being super crisp, but it is what it is. Okay, now time to open up the main compartment. And we can take a look at the lad. So here he is. He has a little, again, a little bit of wrapping on him. Let's take that off. So I do think that the 3DS Prisma Ilia game also comes with an Nendoroid mini of Ilia. I definitely consider getting that multiple times, but I don't actually think I will ever play the 3DS Ilia game. The fact that it is an Ilia game, and also the fact that it is only in Japanese and all that stuff. So there's that. So there he is, looking pretty angry. Angry Mainu, haha, let's give him his... Whoa, don't look at that, sir. You're not wearing many pants. I don't know which goes in which hand. I think this one goes into this hand. There's no instructions. I am just guessing. Okay, that almost fit in there. Sorry for the upskirts, boyo. Sure, he loves it. Okay, I don't... Oh, wait, does that... Oh, this goes this way? No. Because it's like the claw, right? Okay. Let's try this one. Straight out. Actually, you know, let's look at the box. Let's see here. Okay, oh, he holds them backwards. Right, he's an edgelord. So this one can go in like... No. Okay, the less spiky one goes here? No. How do I put this on? It's really tough to tell what goes where. I mean, he's so small. Okay, I need to get up close and personal with my face, so give me a second. Alright, well there we go. Once you... Whoop, hey, focus, thank you. Once you get it up close and personal, you can see that it really only fits one exact way into his hands. Though I'm actually surprised by the amount of movability on this stuff. Like, you can actually move him about and pose his upper body, his lower body, his arms. A lot more than I expected, so that's pretty neat. You can have him looking straight on. I'm assuming like a battle position like that. That's pretty cool. Then on his back, he has a little place to put in this, but this is always the hard part. My one for my Siegfried straight up doesn't fit at all. Okay, no, it's a bit bigger than that. It's a bit bigger than the Siegfried for sure. Siegfried is super deformed, but there we go. That's in. Okay, well, there we go. I have a little angry mango that I hope will bring me the luck to roll him in the friend gotcha in grand order. So let's go put him into my collection and see how he looks. Alright, so as you can see, this is the little Sieg I was talking about, Siegfried right there. He's a lot smaller, because then we go up, and there he is, right by a proper sized Nendoroid for comparison. So thank you, Red Lights, for illuminating him as he should be. So yeah, there we go. I don't know if I've shown this off yet, but my original ones that I had at the top are now up there. Because at the top now, I have a bit more. So, things are definitely looking quite a bit fuller out altogether. One other thing that I got that I hope to actually take a look at is right here. This is the Fate Stay Night board game. There are English rules available online. I will be looking at that maybe in the future, but, you know, once the quarantine ends. But, yeah, so, that's where we're at. Happy 50 parts for Hollow Ataraxia, everybody. And we will see you all next time as we start to get to the conclusion. So we will see you then for that. Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Fate Hollow Ataraxia. Cradle Hollow, or Hollow Cradle. I don't know, I was taken by surprise. What's happening here? Oh, we're at this moment, okay. Oh great, we're gonna get to, oh no, oh this sucks. We're gonna be from her perspective as we see her die. This is bad. There's a hole in my chest. Something warm is spilling out of the wound and something cold invades me in its place. A dreadful yet calming feeling. This is death. I feel a little pain and a little comfort in this peaceful darkness. It was 8 days before the beginning of the Fifth Holy Grail War. I arrived in the city of Fuyuki and began preparing for the battle. Oh, she's remembering it all. After learning the topography of the location, I decided on the hiding place that would become my base. With everything perfectly prepared, I summoned a servant. Unlike all the work I had done until now, this process made my heart swing. It was not the joy and anticipation of fighting. Two things happened that made me happy for the first time about my duties. You told me to cross the ocean. You said to travel around the wide world. Uncertain of myself, I asked in trepidation if he was in any way dissatisfied with having to form a contract with me, to which the servant I summoned replied,
昔一度だけ女戦士と肩を並べて戦ったことがあってな。あんたにはあの女の面影がある。
That's interesting. His laughter felt so good it made my unease feel ridiculous. It's not that I was betrayed. It's just that they had unshakable hearts from the very beginning. I was all show and never decided on the self that every person must have by the time they reach adulthood. I never had any confidence. Focusing entirely on forging the armor of my autonomous self, I was never able to forge my living self. My inner self, weak and cowardly. I have been disappointed by the world ever since the moment I was born. You go through each day as if it was work, my father used to say. That's because I had given up. I was unable to hope, and by having no hope, I let every day pass me by. That's because I was scared of everything. In truth, I wanted to be rewarded more than anyone else, and yet I continued deceiving myself otherwise, or pretending to be wise. In truth, I could have enjoyed those days like an ordinary person would, and yet I continued averting my eyes because I would lose it all one day. In truth, being like this is so easy. I want to overcome this weakness so much, but I've accepted that. Wait, okay. Oh god, this is like a poem. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, so, in truth, being like this is so easy that I've accepted that I'll live out my life feeling this miserable. Or, in truth, I want to overcome this weakness so much that I can't bear to live my life feeling so miserable. I bet you this works better in Japanese. To be honest, I didn't want to die. And then there's that transition. What does that transition mean? Is it just back to the start? And then I fall down to this place. The hell I keep on tasting with every repetition. The bottom of the pot made solely from the resentment and hatred of the dead for all living beings. Being here is painful. It cannot possibly be compared with the previous sense of peace. Having suffered through death already, I feel like I'll lose my mind having to suffer here afterwards. It lasts for but a few minutes before revival, yet this feeling still makes me nauseous every time. The first time I experienced it, I called it hell.
あれが地獄と呼ばれる地点なのかわからない。ただ、おぞましく汚らしかった。意識のある者には、あれは最低の土窟です。
But that's not right. This is not hell. This is not the place the dead fall down to. My hell and my rebirth was the peace I felt a while ago. That's why this is, I had realized it long ago, is...
そうなんだ。
Oh.
参ったな。 俺は特別感じないけど、気がついたらここにいるって感じで。
This is where he came from. The way the thing called Anger Mine You was before putting on its disguise. It is the place where he remained before forming a contract with me. And this is where he will return once our contract ends, this false world. Yet, there is no pain in it for him. Is this what's on him? That's a crazy tattoo. A place that is nothing but suffering to a human like me does not bother him in the slightest. This memory is his everyday life. Prison, plunder, abuse, contempt, an eternal void. And at the end of the suffering, having affirmed the ugly side of humanity, a selfless trance. No happiness, no sadness, not to mention suffering. Nothing exists there. It is the pure land. This was the life of a certain youth said to be the epitome of all the evil in the world. But all that blank space is already starting to get filled. Once the picture is finished, he will simply return to that place. No matter how artificial it may be, this Holy Grail war is his ideal world. I don't trust the likes of him anymore, but I wonder why he's trying to make this wish end. I don't know. Maybe he's just used to being there. I wake up from my slumber. It was the most vivid death I had until now, yet I also feel calmer than ever before. Well, maybe they're just frozen solid. With my reason and emotion, the way I am now, I can do anything, no doubt.
よう、起きたか、マスター。落ち着いているようで何よりだ。
Same as always, I can see Avenger's figure in the corner of the room, occupied with the puzzle. It's getting on my nerves. He's supposed to be my familiar, and he does nothing the way I want him to. You're originally a formless shadow. How about I lock you up in an insect cage?
お、まだやる気満々みたいだな。打たれ強いね、実際。元サーバントに殺されたっていうのに、全然答えてないみたいだ。
Wicked laughter. A flame lights up again in my chilled mind. What I can't let slide isn't his loose manners, it's this air of a villain that he assumes.
なぜですか、アンリマユ。この聖杯戦争は私だけの望みではない。いえ、今では私以上に望む者がいるはずだ。私にはわからない。私たちの望みは同じなのに、どうして終わらせようとするのです。
I shout with clenched fists. More than why I had been betrayed, I want to know how he feels. And yet...
飽きた。つまんねえ。
Oh, wow, huh? He utters right away. Up until now, I've done nothing short of a stellar job of hiding my own emotions.
アベンジャー。
そう睨むなよ。ほら、あんたもいい加減満足しただろ。念願の聖杯戦争を楽しんで、大抵の顛末を味わった。けどさ、ここにはあんたに必要だったものは何一つなかった。
I can't believe like the villain just got bored and is just trying to end his own plot because he's bored with it now.
まあ、なんだ。俺から切り出すのは使い魔としてルール違反なんだが、そろそろいいだろう。
What a strange thing to just be like, yeah, I'm done.
契約を破棄しようぜ、マスター。それで、この話はおしまいだ。
Knowing full well what it means, Avenger holds out his hand. I cannot do this. I've crossed paths with many up until this point, but once I've taken another's hand, I can never let go.
アベンジャー。あなた、まだ私が見えている。
Avenger's body wavers ever so slightly. As I thought, he has all but returned to the void already.
言っておきますが、私はこの聖杯戦争を止めるつもりはありません。元の死体に戻るなど真っ平だ。
そうか。マスターがそう言うなら契約は続けるしかない。しかし、こうなると聖杯戦争の本当の勝者に、また聖杯を壊してもらうしかないか。
そんなことできるわけが。
できるよ。あいつは一度やってるからな。言っただろう。これは第5回目の再現なんだって。 聖杯を壊したやつが聖杯までたどり着いたら、そりゃ壊れても不思議はないさ。
Why did he take off his headband? Like, what does that mean?
そう。それが。
Avenger's last trump card. Oh, it's the final act before the curtain falls. Planned from the very beginning.
アベンジャー。
ん
I pinned the black shadow to the wall, like an aggressive Cabedon.
もっと早くからこうすればよかった。あなたは私のサーバントなのに言うことを聞かなすぎた。
I leave no room for a counterattack. I'll use a command spell right now. There's no cage there's no cage around to confine him in? In that case.
お前なんて私の左腕にでもなってしまえ。
Wait, what? Oh. I feel like that's a terrible idea. With this, he can no longer go out and meet the winner of the Holy Grail War on his own. I don't want to die. I don't want to kill him either. Therefore, from here on, I will protect the Holy Grail.
契約は破棄しない。アンリ、この世界を止めるというなら、あなたであろうと、私の敵だ。
Come, let us continue the Holy Grail War. The Holy Grail is mine. The wish is mine. I won't let anyone destroy them. What am I looking at? I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. What am I looking at? What is that? Huh? Oh, title drop. Back to fun shenanigan times. Before we go to that, let's do one final check through for any like other events, because I want to doubly make sure. Hey, go out for a walk. There's a new one here. Alone. To where? The church at night is a new one? Okay. Huh. No matter how often I come here, the church is always the same. There's nothing here. Let's go elsewhere. Hopefully I'll have a definitive objective the next time I'm here. That's it? That's it? Wow, that is nothing, huh? Wow, there was a grand total of absolutely nothing that happened there. Alright, well, let's go for a walk with Saber to the church, and it missed somehow. Is it going to be the exact same? No matter how often I come here, the church is always the same. Saber hasn't noticed anything either. There's nothing here. Let's go elsewhere. Hopefully I'll have a definitive... What? It's so weird. There's just nothing. It's just, yep, there's nothing here, huh? There's something at the big bridge. Okay, that's interesting. We'll go there after. Okay, again, I'm just checking through. So I want to make sure. Call it a day. Okay. Next day. There's an important thing on the outskirts. Okay, well, that seems like that is that then. Okay, last thing I'm going to do. Okay, so restart. Start. I'm actually going to go back to school. That's the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to check there. And if not, I'm just going to exit the main menu. Oh, did I hit don't go? Okay, no, we'll go to school. Sorry, go to school. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to save in title. Alright, we see 3 major events we got to do. So, start. Restart. First off, to the church. No sign of people. The house of God stands there. A girl known to me is waiting. First or last time, just like him. The 4th time. Uh-oh, 4th means death. There's nothing to do with the church. Emiyashiro should have no more unfinished business over there.
まあ、今更寄り道の一つや二つ変わらないか。
I'll just waste some time. Everything just piled on one after another so quickly. Both my mind and body are fatigued. Might be a poor motive, but I'll have that woman impart me with some of her vitality again. Like who's like, yeah, it's the last time. It's the last time. It's not. Oh, you're already done? The music abruptly stops. Karen vacantly stares at me as if she had just seen a ghost.
なんで中断するかな。今までやめたことなんて一度もなかったのに。
Returning her stare, I take my usual seat. Having come all this way, even this pew was comfortable.
おい、続きどうした？いつもみたいに構わずやってくれ。終わるまで待ってるから。
I throw out a few jeers.
いえ、話があるのでしたら、すぐそちらに伺います。
That's rare. Telling me this antisocial woman actually had the capacity to be considerate this whole time? Though I would have liked her to have shown on the first or second visit. Right now, having my needs attended to just bothers me. Someday I'm going to teach her how to read the mood if I ever get the opportunity.
エネルギー不足なんでムカムカしたいんだ。気にせず日課を続けてくれ。
演奏は続けますが、それはどういう意味でしょうか？
Oops, doesn't seem like she liked the expression get worked up.
元気が出るってことなんだが。あんたのオルガンはちょうどいい充電になる。聞いてると頭がビリビリするからな。
Unsatisfied, Karen turns back to the organ. Apparently, she can't understand how getting worked up and shocks are related. In any case, the performance resumed. Life is breathed into the non-existent organ once again. Her thin fingers, covered in wounds, touch the keyboard. For the fourth time, the grating melody reverberates in the chapel. Surprisingly, it feels like it's different than before. Perhaps because the performer's fingers were filled with passion? The waves of sound that were only vaguely irritating before now clearly stimulate my nerves. Just like that, I clearly feel my irritation turn to anger, and finally the rationality I decorated myself with dissolves. Is there nothing you find beautiful? A woman said something like that. My feelings like that had long since gone away. I feel at ease now. All I need to do is see things for what they are. Having personal sentiments is a burden in many ways. And yet, why? Why are you seeing that place, dude? Stop screwing around. There's certainly something going on. I think So, I've had a thing in my head the whole time of, is Shiro Angra Mainyu? But then how have they fought? Or how are they in the same place? So I don't exactly know the exact how it's working. A glimpse of a strange landscape flashes before my eyes. I don't understand its significance. Just a desolate wasteland, a summit far above the ground where the air is thin. But why do I recall that now? An irrelevant thought that would not fade even if cast away. It's not just the feeling of hatred that remains, but the scenery that has burned into my eyes as well. Stop screwing around. Why am I remembering this kind of place? There shouldn't be anything. There shouldn't be anything there, nothing. What? I can't let my heart waver. It's too late now, I can't allow myself to embrace something like sentimental thoughts. It's not like the past will change just because I remembered it. I mustn't turn it into something beautiful out of some mistaken sentiment, some mistaken fantasy. I affirm things the way they are. I mustn't think that things which aren't mine belong to me just because of nostalgia. Huh. Your pride is in having nothing. Your meaning is in being nothing. When you fabricate something that doesn't even exist, you become no different from a meaningless sacrifice. Why are you talking like this right now? Ah, even so, it's still true. It's true that nothing existed here, but I hadn't wished for there to be meaning in that. What the heck? Her performance is over before I knew it. As far as my goal of regaining some vitality goes, I can't help but say it was a letdown. And then I realized Karen is standing in front of me. Now I think about it, does she want something from me?
あなたがここに来ることはもうないと思っていました。
Same here, actually.
同感。なんでかな。きっと気の迷いだったんだ。元気が出ると思ったのに脱力させられたし。
自分で続けろと言ったのに。私の演奏はお気に召しませんか？
そうだな。技術レベルじゃ文句はないぜ。 その包帯だらけの体でよく体力が続くもんだ。正直感心する。って待てよ、あんた実はオルガンの演奏すごくうまい？
人語に落ちぬ自負はあります。自身の取り柄を鍛えるのは私の趣味です。
珍しく強気じゃんか。そうか、あんたうまかったのか。
I've done something rude. What would she do if what would she do if I said I'd been appreciating it with the same mindset as watching a school play? Oof.
理解していただけて幸いで
That's
す。
rough.
ついでに私の演奏のどこがお気に召さないのかを聞きたいのですが。
どこって聞いてると眠くなるところ。電気使えとは言わねえけど、もっとわざとらしいほど盛り上げてくれないと。あと何でもかんでも受け入れるような芸風もつまらない。もう少し反社会的なシャウトを聞かせてほしい。
Dude, it's a church organ.
感極まって鍵盤を蹴りつけるぐらいに。
It's a church organ. It's not like a. It'd be perfect if you had some heavy distortion. What are you talking about?
それは私ではなく曲が悪いということ
Buddy,
では
you're asking for a change of genre.
加えて聴いている人間の感性も悪いかと。
Little bit.
何、マナー悪いのかこの観客。
言語に接するほどに私の語彙では言い表せるものがありません。
I turn away and try not to laugh. I thought this was a hard woman to understand, but I see she acts like this when you poke at something she's proud of.
何か
いや、込み上げてきたものを我慢しただけ。あんた割と機関棒だよな。音楽の先生も
She's gonna say she's
つけるの
self-taught,
に
huh?
さぞ苦労したろ
She'd be like, I taught myself.
あなたの基準で私を決めつけないでください。それとあなたには私の生い立ちを語ったはずです。私は孤立しているのですから。
Yep.
音楽は独学だと思わないのですか？
There we go.
う。いるだろう、音楽の先生ぐらい。あんたの音には正しい規律がある。何人もの手を渡って受け継がれてきた演奏者の意志みたいなものだ。あんたのオルガンは自分のためのものじゃないだろう。あんたの演奏は多くの人間のために編み込まれた普遍的な音楽だ。
Only technique can be refined through self-study. A genius can't construct a concept that transcends time. Those who shine through their talent are flowers of the tree. Those who shine through their heritage become the trunk and nurture the tree.
ま、そんな小難しい話以前に、上達したいなら人に教えてもらうのが一番手っ取り早い。機関棒ってのはそういうこと。あんたは本当に好きなもののためなら最善を尽くすタイプだと思うんだが。
あなたの推測にはうなずけませんが、音楽を学ぶために特例として時間と指導者を用意していただきました。何かと問題はありましたが。
ほら、怒られてもめげないっていうか、あんまりダメージいかないっていうか。あんたは根っこのところに他人じゃ動かせないものがあるんだよ。自分がないなんてよく言ったもんだ。ほんと。教会の神父ってのはどいつもこいつも高顔にできているんだな。
You are such a different person when you enter this building. Wicked laughter. Huh? What's putting me in such a good mood? And you have... I don't know if it's because of the entertainment or if it's because I'm feeling a bit careless, but I'm getting a bit high. On the other hand, she became stiff and stood still. Seems that something had struck home for her, too.
そんなに高顔でしょうか？
ああ、ここの前任者といい勝負。
She looks a bit stiff as she searches for words. I observe this rare moment of clumsiness. Perhaps I'm in an uplifting mood because my senses have relaxed. The desires I pretended to not see until now begin to pulse in unison with my heartbeat. There's a subtle sound like the tearing of thin vinyl. The scent of blood spills out from the bottom of her vestments.
どうした？生理か？
Wow. Wow.
傷が開いただけです。申し訳ありませんが、
そうだな。一つ後ろにずれるわ。あれ、今のは全面的にこっちのミスだ。
Something's going on here. This is 100% an unreliable narrator. And I've kind of felt that from the beginning, but then it like goes away, but now it's coming back. There we go, I moved to the seat behind me. Now I'm a bit further away, the scent of blood is
け
fainter.
どあんたも大変だね。傷が開いたって、まだ夜の街を徘徊してるんだ。ってそうか。4日目の夜には律儀に俺を探してるんだっけ。
そうです。聖杯戦争の再現が終わるまで4日目の夜は街に出なくてはいけません。もっとも疲れているのはそれだけではありませんが、最近悪魔払いの真似事も始めましたので。
へえ。
I wasn't actually paying attention. To be honest, just because the smell of the blood is fainter now, doesn't mean that I'm completely in control. For instance, my eyes are fixated on the wounds hidden behind those white bandages, and by those slender arms and shoulders that seem like they'd break just by being held down, or even by her what? Buddy. Dude. Pal.
本職の調子はいいのか？
いいえ、これが全く。今まで多くの悪魔払いをこなしてきたけど、弱音を言ってしまえば、今回のようなケースは初めてです。
そいつ手強いんだ。
It's him, isn't it? Red blotches surface on her bandages. Luscious what? I thought that she was like a doll, but she was plenty fresh and rare.
強いか弱いかで言えば低級の部類に入るでしょう。でも一つだけ今までと違うところがあって、だってこの悪魔は私に厳しいんだもの。
はあ？悪魔が厳しいのは当たり前じゃないのか？
Yeah, I feel like that goes without saying.
いいえ、基本的に悪魔は優しいのです。
What? Wait, what?
その結果はどうあれ、彼らは人の苦悩を理解し取り除こうとする架空要素。
What?
見ようによっては人間の味方ですから。
No, I've fought a bunch of demons in Grand Order. They are regular demons.
間違っても人間を叱ったりはしないのです。
Oh, they rebuke servants, though. I feel like she's tempting me. Her hands are folded in prayer, fingers intertwined. Her wounded body reminds me of... And yet this is something dedicated to God, not intended to be offered to a demon. Someone who does nothing but accept things as they are. A convenient sacrifice that accepts sin without reason. Whoa! Hey, hello! This is bad if I don't switch out of this mind. This impulse will end up breaking down my shell.
どうしたの？体調が乱れているよう
Yeah,
だけど。
I saw a little bit more than I expected.
いや、ちょっと貧血。
I sure hope nothing actually appeared on screen so I don't have to censor it.
それより今の話、初めてのケースってことは、つまり面白い？
全然予想外のことばかりで、どちらかというと腹立たしいわ。そうね、正直うんざりしてきたかも。自分から介入したことだけど、私の手には負えそうにないし、この辺りで引き上げていいかしら。
別にあんたの好きにすればいい。なんだよ、秋っぽいなとか無責任だなとか言ってないぞ俺。
それはそうだけど、ほら厳しいじゃない。
Yep,
あなた。
they said it. Harsh, she says. It's the first time I've been told that. I think I've been told that before. I think I've been told before that I'm someone who is patient and someone who is impatient, but which one was called which? Still can't switch. This one is a formidable opponent. Wonder whether she can see me with those golden eyes. This isn't possible to think that my cocoon is on the verge of collapse with just 4 encounters.
もしかして本気にしましたか？
え？
I look up at her.
申し訳ありません。少し私もあなたをからかってみたくなったのです。ご心配なく、途中で投げ出すことはありません。 私が自分に課した役割はあなたを導くことですから。
ああ、そういえばもともと情報を交換する間柄だったっけ。1回目は助かったけど2回目以降は役に立たないんで忘れてた。
それはあなたが関係のない話をするからです。重要な話をしてもらえれば私とて意見は返せます。
そうなんだけど。
There's nothing left I should ask about. The relationship between Emiya, Shiro, and Karen has already been settled by the third visit.
悪いけどもうほとんど終わっているんだ。さっきの話だけど実際あんたはもう引き上げて構わないんじゃないかな。本職の方はそうだな、諦めて次の獲物を見つけてくれ。
That's the end of it. Soon even this relationship will come to an end.
愚問と分かってはいますが、あなたはそれでいいのですか？
いいに決まってる。そのためにいろいろやってきたんだから。
それはあなたの意思で。あなたはどうしてこの願いを解決しようとするのです？
決まってるだろ。俺はエミやシロだからな。一度ぐらいは人助けをしてみたいんだ。
I have no doubts. My answer from the second visit was what I truly, sincerely believe. I take my leave. I want to think that even being able to say those words just now made this time meaningful.
待って。
I can't hang around any longer. Without pause, I head for the door.
あなたは虚無よ。生まれていないもの、未知のものがある限りあり続ける。
There aren't many gaps left. Might as well fill them in quickly.
すべてが生まれてしまったら、あなたの居場所はどこにもない。この日常が埋まっていけばいくほど、あなたは輝きを失っていく。
Not losing it. It's just that
世界への関心を失って、元の無に戻るのよ。
I revert to my original proper form, that's all. So, we're Angry Mango, huh? Maybe? I'm pretty sure I've come to that conclusion, but it's just trying to figure out how? Because again, but he's never seen... He always sees like a blob or a weird shape or something. So it's like, I guess we'll have to see. Well, let's head to the big bridge. See what's up here. In the middle of the bridge, something strange catches my eye. I stop and stare, but can't possibly understand what their intention is.
何やってんだあいつ。
If I leave it alone, it'll come back to bite me later. As a friend, I should at least give a word of caution. What's going on?
ありゃ？見るからに不審なのが雲みたいによじ登ってくるかと思えば、エミヤさんちのシロくんじゃない。どうしたの？こんなところにやってきて。ここ車道だから危ないわよ。
What?
あ、それともダイブ？
I'm sorry, what? Why are you here? Suddenly I feel drained. For her to seriously worry I'm going to jump off, I just don't get her thought process.
あのな遠坂、友人の身を案じてやってきた人間にその反応はないんじゃないのか。あと危ないのはそっちの方だ。
え？嘘？さっきの見てたの？エミヤくん。じゃあ見えちゃった？ずっと見てた？
Wait, what?
バッチリ見てたのね。こっちくしゃ
What is going on?
は？
0.2 seconds after I tilted my head in confusion at Tosaka's eccentric behavior, a single punch, as if to counterattack, made explosive contact with the side of my head.
すみません。誤解でした。
Sorry, she lowers her arms to the side with a slight bow. Was she peeing off the bridge? Because that's what I feel like. In addition to her study of Chinese martial arts, it seems that Tosaka has taken up karate, too.
いや、すごいぞ遠坂。全身を使い切った理想的な右フックだった。頬骨にひび入ってるかもしんない。
I don't say it, but I tell her through the look in my eyes that her feelings alone aren't enough to earn my forgiveness.
だからごめんってば。 今のは全面的に私が悪かったです。東西南北、上から下まで不注意でした。
It's unusual to hear such an earnest apology from Tosaka. Troubling people is like a hobby for this red devil, but the moment when one of her careless mistakes ends up making trouble for someone, she becomes unexpectedly meek. At times like these, Tosaka tends to do whatever she pleases, but unfortunately, the place she chose is a 2-lane highway with a 60km speed limit where even the slightest negligence can get you run over.
まあ今後はもうちょい行動を遅めるよう
Again,
に。
we're standing in the middle of a
考え
road
遅くなる
still.
ではあなたの今後が心配です。
Should we not move to the side? Okay. Not so much for her future as those of the innocent people in her near vicinity.
失礼ね。普段はもっと冷静よ。今のだって見てたのがシローじゃなかったらストップかかったわ。
何？東坂の中じゃ俺は無条件で有罪扱いなのか？
え？ああ、そうじゃなくて、他の人だったら慌てなかったというか、そんなに恥ずかしくなかったというか、ああ、いや、誰であろうと有罪なのは確かなんだけど、うん。
What is going on?
いまいち要領を得ないな。つまりさっきの誤解においては俺だけ罪が重いと。
そうよ。そう。だってシロ、目いいじゃない。
So that's it. At this point, even I can understand what's going on. She thought I saw her panties? After eating that devastating punch, I explained that I'd just gotten here, and she entered self-loathing mode. After that, she refused to say anything, but don't ask me why, but...
わからんな。なんで鉄骨の上になんて登ってたんだ？
Oh, she was up there.
そんなに普通の車道は退屈か？
She was up at the top. Bullseye, huh? Okay, well... Apparently, before I arrived, Tosaka had been elegantly observing this city below from on top of the steel arc.
いつになく鋭いじゃない、エミヤ君。やっぱり、初めから見てた？
初めから見てたならすぐに止めてる。いくら遠坂でもあそこを登っていくのは無茶だ。サーカスじゃあるまいし、落ちたらシャレじゃ済まないぞ。まったく、あんまり心配させないでくれ。
Idiot. I hit her head with a light chop, which is not as much as when she broke my cheekbone. Tosaka took my chop without complaint. Well, what can I say? It's impolite to say this, but Amik Tosaka isn't bad either.
何のつもりかは知らないけど、次は普通に歩いてくれ。それで、さっきの右フックは帳消しにしよう。
そうね。約束はできないけど、ここぞという時以外は控えとく。ま、下調べはもう十分だしね。
Saying I can't make any promises is just like her. At the very least, it means there's a possibility of her climbing that arc once more.
なあ、もしかして遠坂、俺が話した怪物たちを調べてるのか？
ちょっと、どうしたのよ一体。
Wait, what?
今日に限ってえらく勘がいいじゃない。鉄骨の上にいたのはともかく、なんでそれが使い魔たちとつながるのよ。
いや、なんていうか、それは。
Oh, have we not told her about the time loop? Damn. I met someone here before doing the exact same thing as Tosaka, but I'm not sure if I should tell her that.
それは？
それは、アーチャーのやつが似たようなことをやってたから。
I knew she'd react like this. The relationship between Tosaka and Archer isn't really something you can easily explain. Even though their contract has been called off, there's no sign that either of them has cancelled it. So like now, they show interest in the same things while pretending not to notice each other, insisting it's a relationship of give and take.
挨拶にすら来ないと思ったら、またつまらないおせっかいを焼いてる
Oh,
わけね。
he's never showed up, huh?
それで、あいつはなんて言ってたの、エミヤ君。
何って、そうだな。具体的には何も。あの怪物たちを敵視しているくせに、あれは倒してもキリがないとか、無害だから放っておけとか。
他にはエミヤ君の言う怪物たちの大元が何であるか知ってる素振りだった？
それはないと思う。怪物たちの目的が何であるか知りたいとか、そんな段階だった。
I mean, we know where they come from now. Though it's a bit weird.
は？
ここを下調べしてるの
Or at
に
least I think
ま
we
だそん
think
な
we
ことに
do
気づいてないの？
with the
そいつらの目的なんて一つだけじゃない。
待った。驚くのはこっちの方だ。遠坂はあの怪物たちの目的がわかるのか？
ええ、理由はわからないけど目的なら明白じゃない。エミヤ君、あなたから聞いた話じゃその怪物たちはあなたしか殺していないんでしょ？
ああ、まあそれはそうだけど。
なら話は簡単よ。4日目の夜にだけ現れて4日間の異常を感じ取ってるエミヤ君だけを狙う怪物。そいつらはね、あなたにクリアさせないために集まってきてるのよ。
For some reason, I felt a chill go down my spine. Just as she says, these monsters have only been killing me. This shouldn't be surprising at all. But to stop you from clearing it, something about that phrasing was nauseatingly repulsive.
もっともだから何って感じだけど、その怪物を見たいんだけどいくら探しても見つからないし、アーチャーのやつどうやって見つけたのかしらね。
If their goal is to stop an Emyashiro, well, I mean... Archer had taken a position on the roof of the Shinto Center building and sniped the monsters trying to evade. Without the great field of vision from that building's roof and Archer's hawk eyes, the discovery would have been difficult.
それで他には何か言ってた？一人じゃもう無理とか、そろそろ誰かの手を借りに行くとか、そういうの？
そういうのはなかったな。あ、口にはしないけど竜道寺を睨んでたっけ？
竜道寺？そっか。スカイマたちが溢れ出るのはそっちの方角なわけね。
Wait, isn't that where the Grail is? In the lake underneath, maybe? The cavern? I remembered Issei's ghost story. The Kagayama Entrail Graveyard. The mountain used to abandon old women to die where not even the dead are buried. What is left is a mountain of discarded meat. Truly, it is a suitable graveyard for these creatures.
オーケー。大体の状況は飲み込めたわ。怪物が見つけられないのは痛いけど、ま、最後の最後には目の当たりにするだろうし。
Osaka stretches lazily as if to say there's no point in investigating anymore.
私は帰るけど、エミヤ君はどうするの？一緒に帰る？
いや、まだ町に用事がある。ここで別れよう。
さ、じゃあまた後で。あんまり寄り道しないで帰ってくるのよ。
Osaka heads to the footbridge. Jumping over there is no problem with her athletic prowess, but you should really pick clothes better suited for these kinds of stunts. Well, leaving that aside...
アーチャーのことはいいのか？
別にいいわよ。あいつが何していようと私には関係ないし。エミヤ君もあいつに期待なんかしちゃダメよ。
じゃあ遠坂には期待していいのか？
もちろん。乗りかかった船だもの。あなたが最後までたどり着くのなら、その時はできる限り力を貸すわ。右フックのお返しにね。
And then Tosaka got hit by a car. Without hesitation, Tosaka jumps over to the footbridge and lands with a soft thump. This is different than the time with Archer. Leaving behind a feeling of refreshment, the Red Magus gracefully exits the stage. Wallpaper added to the special menu. Okay, well, we'll check that out after. Go to the next day. I think now we're going to the outskirts, huh? Something special with Ilya here, huh? Want to hear the truth from her? Okay, so this is we've seen this before. Ilya's nowhere in sight. She's in the courtyard. Should I call out to her? Go there. Let's talk about the Holy Grail. Oh, there was a bit of fuzziness there. This will be the last piece upon the ground. Avenger said to go to the Heavens Cup. Einspurn's secret artifact, the third sorcery, or Heaven's Feel. The Girl of Winter, who bears their name, should have known all the tricks behind this from the start. What's with the fuzziness? Passing through the long courtyard, long hallway, I exit into the courtyard. The sky above the castle is always cloudy. No matter what kind of grail it is, perhaps it simply couldn't invade this castle, owned by the true Holy Grail.
イリアスフィール。
I call out to her. Out of unease and resignation, I'm lacking emotion now. Yeah, you very rarely call her that. There's no reply. I lift up my foot to walk a little closer.
大丈夫。聞こえてるからそこにいて。こんにちは、シロ。わざわざ会いに来てくれたの？
My foot stops. Seems like this will end pretty quickly.
なあ、野暮用があって会いに来た。少し話を聞きたいんだが。
シロから誘いに来るなんて珍しいね。それでどんな話かしら。できれば明るい話にしてほしいけど。
Well, do I have some bad news for you?
せっかくのパーティーなんだもの。どうせなら楽しまなくっちゃもったいないでしょ。
それは同感。で、やっぱり知ってたんだ、イリアは。
なんとなくね。けど、シローが知ったらやめちゃうだろうから、できるだけここには来てほしくなかったの。
She actively wants to stop us.
私も続けられるのならいつまでも続けていたいから。
Oh, hold up. Is this why we had to do the minigame to come here? Was that her actually trying to stop us? Ah, that's why she didn't want me to do anything in this castle. That interference was Ilya's form of resistance.
その割には趣味に走りすぎてたような。
だって最後にはやってきちゃうんだもの。なら全部まとめて楽しくやろうかなって決めたんだ。
Everything's in order, huh? Even though she had known it all from the beginning, this girl still played along. She waited in this castle without bringing down or blaming the real culprit.
イリア、天の杯ってのは何なんだ？それが聖杯戦争を再現してる聖杯なんだな。
せっかちね。いきなり本題。けどまあ、今まで散らされたんだものね。行儀の悪さは多めに見てあげる。いい？冬季の聖杯戦争のご褒美だった聖杯は、聖杯の名を借りた魔力の渦でしかなかった。その有り余る力で、持ち主の願いを抗義的に見て叶えるだけ。けど、今回の聖杯は違うわ。大した力はないくせに、自分のできる範囲で持ち主の願いを叶えようとする。
Huh.
ちっちゃいけど本物の聖杯なの。
So it's an alternative Holy Grail that solves wishes a bit differently. Interesting.
もう言うまでもないことだけど、
Oh.
その正体はサーバント。
Oh, huh.
3回目の聖杯戦争で召喚されて、聖杯に取り込まれて、聖杯の力で人間の願いを叶える悪魔に成長した誰かさんなのでした。
Oh. Oh, Anger Mine is the Heaven's Cup. Demon that grants people's wishes is a misnomer. To be precise, he grew into a demon that people wished for.
けど、その悪魔の名前は口にしない。天の杯というのは、その悪魔の契約書みたいなものなんでしょうね。そこは始まりの地点。悪魔が大事にしている契約者がいる場所じゃないかしら。
そこに聖杯があるってことか。それはどこだ？
この町で一番高いところ。5回目の聖杯戦争にいなかった人は、そこから地上に落ちてくるのね。何もかも逆さまなの。ヘブンズフィールじゃなくて、ヘブンズフォールなんだから。
Oh my god. Really? The highest point in the city. That's not the central building, but rather...
無茶な話だ。どうすれば行けるんだよ、あんなところに。
ああ、そっか。普通は行けないよね。あんな場所。仕方ないか。
Can you get Berserker to grab and throw me?
ねえ、シローはこの聖杯戦争をどう思ってる？
どうも何も。これは作り物だ。偽りの4日間だろ。
じゃあ4日間が過ぎたらみんな消えてしまう？
あ、いや、それは。
It's not that everyone disappears. Only the events of these 4 days disappear. They're just illusions that took place in a fake world. No memory nor trace remains.
ええ、その通りよ。作り物の世界って言ったけど、本当は違うの。舞台は偽物でも、そこにいる人はみんな本物なんだもの。例えばリンね、役どころが変わったところで何をしようとリンはリンであることに違いはない。この世界にいる作り物、その人はこの町にいる誰かの殻をかぶってこの世界で聖杯戦争を再現している。契約者の望む通り聖杯戦争を続けるために自分の知らなかった5回目の戦いを体験しているのね。
Come to think of it. So that's why the Earth and the Heavens Cup don't overlap. Using the participants of the Fifth War, she continues the fight using the script of the Third. Sometimes the Faker screws up, and the Third and Fifth become connected. The two wars aren't linked. Her war and ours were two different things from the beginning.
4日間が終わったらみんな元に戻るわ。あるべきものはあるべき形に変える。この4日間そのものがなかったことになるでしょうね。けどその人だけは4日間と一緒に消えてしまう。
So only Shiro disappears on the fourth day, and then everyone else in that timeline just continues on?
5日目に待つ現実にはいけないの。剥離された名前と同じように
Oh wait,
世界の記憶にすら残らない。
or is it Shiro, or is it... Okay, never mind. That's right. After all, they were never in this town to begin with.
けどさ、偽物ってことは元になった本物がいるだろう。その本物はどうなるんだ？
偽物と入れ替わるわ。何事もなかったようにね。
Is that so? So when the fake disappears and the impurity is removed, the real one remains.
なるほど。けど、なんだ、おかしな言い回しなんだが、その偽物はやっぱり偽物なんだろうか。どんなに本物そっくりでも、本物でない限り、そいつの行動は。
うん、その人は偽物だけど、紛れもない本物なの。
Okay, I'm trying to wrap my brain around this one.
複製とか同一存在でもない。その人はこの4日間だけ本物になっただけなんだから。
I don't really understand. Me neither. It's not the theory I don't understand, but why is this girl smiling at me like this? Just from that smile
そ
eye.
っか。じゃあ、その行動は自然なものだったんだ。
Having resigned myself until now, I sigh with relief.
ええ、殻をかぶったって言ったけど、その人はもともと形のない無なの。無は何者にもなれないし、何かを真似ることもできない。だからその人が誰かの体で形を得るとしても、どうしようもないほど無のままなのよ。誰かに憑依、いえ同化したとしても、持ち主に何の影響も与えられない。
So, are you talking about Anger Minyu going into Shiro, or Anger Minyu going into Bazit in her arm?
だからその人は偽物だけど、その行動は紛れもない本物だった。
It all makes sense now. It may have been fake, but everything that happened there was real. But how do I put
けど、
this?
そいつには自分の意志があるみたいなんだけど。
I swear if they weren't talking in third person, it would make a lot more sense.
それは無の意志じゃないわ。意志のある形に同化したことで、それが自分の意志なんだと錯覚しているだけなのよ。
I understand now. To put it figuratively, if he disguises himself as a kind-hearted person, all he can do is think like one. The servant called Avenger isn't something split off from all the evil in the world. That personality is nothing more than a fabrication created using the person possessed by nothing as a sample.
じゃあ、そいつは。
He wasn't even a fake in the first place. He simply didn't exist.
いいえ、私が認めてあげる。あなたはあなたよ、アンニマユ。あなたはすぐに忘れてしまうだろうけど、私は最後まで覚えているわ。
Okay, so we are Anger Minyu. Got it.
あなたが自分の意志でこの願いを終わらせようとしたことを。
Maybe this is karma. A descendant of the ones who summoned me is releasing me and helping me.
ここはいずれ全ての結末が出揃ってしまう世界。どんなに作り込んだ箱庭だろうと、いつかは全てを知ってしまう。破綻は見えている。続けたいのなら行動してはいけない。必要最低限のシーンだけ繰り返して未知の出来事を残しておかないと冷めてしまう。
Hold up. Hold up. Are you literally... Is this going fourth wall? Like, because I was even thinking, man, I love these side stories. I wish it could last forever. And now it's saying, like, you know it can't. There is a finite number of things that can be done. Oh my god.
未来があるということ。それ自体がこの世界を動かす原動力だったから。
This is meta.
でも、あなたたちにはそれはできなかった。
That's right. The two of us couldn't do that. The real one who sought a better outcome due to his natural warped personality. The fake one who wanted to see new things just because he found it fun. That is the main character in this miniature garden.
私にしてあげられるのはこれくらい。
Dark text is anger,
今
mind
まで
you.
観測
Makes
者に過ぎな
sense.
かったあなたがこれで人に認識してもらえたわ。あとは簡単。あなたが忘れても私が覚えているんだもの。あなたはあなたとしてあの月に登れるわ。
ようやくここに至ったか。
Wait, does that go from... Like, does the text get lighter to darker? Or darker to lighter? It's as Iliasfeel says, I don't have any means by which to get to the moon. The only ones who can reach the Holy Grail are Avenger's real form, which was there from the beginning, and Bazit, who formed a contract with him. I finished what had to be done. I'll have to part with Ilia before my fever returns.
楽しかった。
ああ、ありがとう、イリア。
Not for what she did now, but for enjoying herself for my sake, even as she knew everything.
どういたしまして。奇跡のバーゲンセールだもの。これくらいやらなくっちゃ損だと思うわ。
There's no lie in her smiling face. The joy in it is overshadowed by how dazzling it is.
ねえ、もうすぐ終わりなの？
Yeah, we're at like 94%. I avert my eyes from Ilia.
そうだ。これでまた一つ輝きを失った。
Suddenly, I'm wrapped in something warm. When I realize it's someone's body,
工場なんだから。一度くらい泣いていいんだよ。
the feelings I had frozen with so much effort are about to melt.
なんでさ、泣くようなことは一つもないだろ。日常は続いていく。何も失われるものはない。
It's only a matter of something that didn't exist in the first place returning to its state of non-existence. A return to the cosmic order. I leave the courtyard. For a brief moment, I get just a little dizzy, and my memory of the events just moments ago become fuzzy and disordered.
ありがとう。また遊びに来てね、シロー。
Rather than waving at me, Ilia gives me a gentle farewell instead. Still perplexed at my sudden memory loss, I wave at her and say goodbye. I'm unclear as to what we talked about, but our farewell is vivid. I mean, she has such a lovely smile on her face. Whatever happened in this short time, I'm sure must have been something that made Ilia very happy. Oh boy. Something arrived. The 4 nights come to an end. Free action at night, street patrol the last choice. Wallpaper added to the special menu. Wallpaper added to the special menu. Go out for a walk. Oh! That's a big choice. It's new, though. Let's do it. Let's do it. The The curtain falls. Curtains fall. The buzzer signaling the end of the performance sounds. The whole residence is sinking into a deep darkness. Into a sleep so deep, none would revive and awaken before the 5th day. Without anyone to bid farewell to, nor any luggage to bring home, I depart, leaving the many doorways behind me, as I always have. The date will change soon. On the night of the 4th day, the black moon comes to do away with me, the only survivor. That's the foundation I'm going to destroy. Oh, buddy, your vision. I continue on, stifling the screams. This is the tower that I will reach the hollow sky from. Since I already know what my true identity is, the path should appear here. The date changes. The atmosphere goes stagnant, time becomes vague, and my entire body starts to undergo a strange transformation. My chest is hot. I don't know if it's because of my quickening breaths, but this one heartbeat is not longer enough. That's a horrible sound. Leaving the screams behind, I continue. Just as I thought, this is the bottom of this world. From the point where it begins extends a black thread. Within the slumbering town, red lamps flickered a light. Mixed in with the fierce wind are voices I am already accustomed to hearing. The voices of resentment that used to be a part of me. A sound causes me to glance downward. Oh, that's a lot of them. It's here. A sea god rises from the mountain of wreckage. Horrific feelings of resentment and envy. Those are being emitted from it used to be a part of me. I run to the stairs. I have to hurry before they catch me. I have to run faster, run faster.
What is that you think running is going to accomplish?
Running, I need to put an end to this wish. My vision begins to fade. It wasn't my vision that was fading. Rather, it was the function of sight that was returning to its original non-existence. That scream inside of me comes to plug my ears as I crawl up the stairs. So far enough away that I doubt I'll ever reach it. Far enough away that I don't have the will to reach it. They will catch me soon, covering the tower and burying the steps a swarm of corpses. Gradually, I realize that a choral song has begun to find its way from my lips. Hate, 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 hate. The black moon revolves, and a new me arrives. I'm so envious. I have failed, I have failed, I have failed. I found you tonight as well, all quickly. In that case, you too fall and become a monster. Oh. Bad end, restart. Heavens Feel 5 end. Exit Heavens Feel 5. The one ruling over the bridge, the one guided by light, the truth about the guards, the last farewell to the guides. What does that mean? This is complicated. What wallpapers have I unlocked? That's cute. I like the style. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. That one's not new. Oh, that's cool. Them fighting. It's a new one. What else do we got? Then... Oh, cute Ilya. It's nice. And then more to unlock still. Okay, is there any new Emmas before we go? Nope. Okay. Wow, that took a turn. This part was very strange. This part was confusing, and it's starting to make sense, but not fully really. Like, it's kind of making sense, but kind of not. So I'm curious to see what happens. Anyways, what are we at? We're at 96%. Yeah, we're quite close to being done. Well, thank you all for watching, and next time we'll, maybe finish it? I don't know. Very strange. I'll have to see what's going on. Ciao, guys.
You can push yourself to love and be strong.